Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Welcome, everyone, to Sacramento, California, to a sold-out crowd at the home of the Kings. And, of course, Kyle Anderson. Despite what he brought to this team in his absence, they've really taken off.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move. All the officials are all over that one.
And these teams both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking. Do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play.
A three. Offensive rebound. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Over to the left wing. Memphis moving it around. Back to Brooks. Hardaway with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Pass to Melton. Brooks outside. Here's Melton. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks with it. Hardaway picks him up. Grant gets a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Going inside. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Morant. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's the Kings with the ball after Memphis gets the three. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge. Had a chance to talk with head coach Luke Walton. DA?
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. The Grizzlies pull it in. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Brooks with no one around. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Doncic.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Brooks. Powered down with both hands.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Brooks. Here's Melton. Back to Brooks. It's Morant in the corner. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The Kings trailing. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Richardson outside. The three for Doncic. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Fires for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
It's been all about some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Kings here in this one so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
He can't hit that time.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. Pass to Brooks. Here's Melton. This one for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And it's Doncic missing. And the Grizzlies leading by three. Out to the right wing. Melton, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. And
How about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of five-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Memphis leading. And it's Brooks in the corner. Grant outside. The Grizzlies with another miss. So it's Sacramento. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, I would say that's as high percentage as you're going to get from Hassan Whiteside. He really takes off on those dunks.
Pass to Melton. Memphis moving that ball around. Brooks misses.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Good on the triple. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the experience.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Doncic with it. He's got 16. And that one drops. Whiteside's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Brooks. Now Grant. Jackson in the corner. Now here's Morant. Shot clock at 5. And it's Brooks in the corner. Hits it from 3-point range. Brooks has got 11 points.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Jackson. And some changes here for the Kings. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Melton. They get it back. Grant. And the rejection by Hole. Now Crawford. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And here's Brooks from outside. And stolen by Wright. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. To the middle. Here's Caruch.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Hachimura. Now here is Morris. A 3-pointer is right on target. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Crawford looking over the floor. The 15-footer. Allen with the rebound. Fast break. Here we go. For the finish. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3 and will return shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's good. Doncic has got 18 points in the game.
And Sean, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Pass to Melton. Now Brooks. And here's Morant. Out to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grant. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Sacramento. There's the double team with Grant. Whiteside a screen. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Pass to Brooks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. The Kings leading. Here's Doncic. 20 points for him. Barnes outside. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Brooks up on top. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Back to Morant. Jackson in the corner. Brooks outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project him to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Morant drives in. The shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Here's Crawford, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 6-point Sacramento lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Brooks. Here's Melton. Back to Morant. From deep, Brooks. Rebounded by Holmes.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Here's Crawford. .46 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint, and Holmes throws it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Driving in. The shot's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Well, Crawford's such a unique player. Tall and skinny, devastatingly quick, great handle, and an innate ability to score the basketball.
Pass to Hachimura. Near the three-point line, it's Morris.
And the terrific timing of Crawford there on the defensive end. He got his hand up right in the face of his man.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Grizzlies trail by 10. And that one's good. Morant.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
It's Crawford with the drive. Holmes. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Holmes got the lead, back up to 10 now for Sacramento. Here's Melton. That three off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Doncic with it. Good on the shot.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Morris, left side. It's Morant with the drive. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
On the wing, Morris. The three-pointer, no good. Kings leading now by 7. Now, here's Doncic. Right side a screen. Inside. Some solid defense from Grant.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Richardson outside. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Pass to Melton. It's Morant with the drop.
Yeah, you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
And the turnover again by Sacramento. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. He feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Grant, that's good.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And the rugged toughness of Morant, excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
And it's a feel-good night from behind the three-point line, racking up a ton of threes.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his third foul of the game. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Clock at 4. Yes, that goes in. Doncic has got the game tied up here for Sacramento.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. They've led by as much as 10. Over Jackson. Pass to Whiteside. Here's Doncic. Tries again. Whiteside, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Now Morant. In the corner, it's Morris. Memphis moving that ball around. It's Morant with the drop. And another miss by Memphis. And they go to the intentional foul. And the first of two, no good, heartbreaking.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game. They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Melton. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage.
like that.